Yeah, so there's a thin line between West Indies going home early or getting an extended stay.
Kurt, this is a must-win match for the West Indies. It's win or go home.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Guess what? The West Indies versus Bangladesh is up on us. The third match for both teams in the Super 12 stage, and the analysts are here to give their feedback. Adrian, how do you feel about this matchup, West Indies versus Bangladesh?
Kurt, nervous. Nervous about what's to come. The West Indies are hanging on for dear life. They're talking about rooted to the bottom of the table, behind the net run rate, seem to be in chaos. So the mood right now is a nervous one and hoping and praying for the best, like many other times that we have had to do when it comes on to West Indies cricket.
Raymond, how do you feel? I feel, there's always some drama with the West Indies, and I know it will happen again. I don't even know, but always nervous whenever the West Indies play.
So this might sound like a plug for Squid Games, but Squid Games now not power when the West Indies are playing. Believe me, the entertainment is off the chain. It's either do or die, really.
Both teams have played 12 matches between them, guys. West Indies winning 6, Bangladesh 5, and one ended in a no result. They have also played twice in ICC T20 World Cup. West Indies winning 1, Bangladesh winning 1. This is a very tight game, bottom of the table clash for them, both playing 2 matches and losing. Raymond, what the West Indies can do to get the edge over Bangladesh?
Well, pretty much change out the batting order if you ask me, and not waste the power play. It's not a test cricket. It's not a test cricket. So persons need to bat and run between the wickets and ensure you put some score on the board and get your run rate up. So those we're not slow start. So persons who need to come out, in fact, I'm gonna beat around the bush. Make Chris Gayle start the thing. So him swing hard and so on. Remember 100% strike rate, so let's make him start. But the worst 100% strike rate can be. Unless if it's 3 of 3.
Adrian, we never normally associate slow start with a West Indies T20 team, but for some strange reason, Lendl Simmons has etched our name in history. The slowest, and I see some stats going around, the third slowest innings in test cricket in almost a almost almost a test cricket because it felt like test cricket, but in international T20, we need to change at the top of the order for sure.
It's a need, it's a must, it's an essential. Lendl Simmons cannot be our answer at the top of the order. Chris Gayle has been doing it forever, highest run scorer, and he has done it as an opener. Right now, whether he's in form or not, he's our best option at the opening batsman. So for me, Simmons is out after that horrible display, that 45 strike rate. The all the match on it is just unacceptable. We can't be wasting power plays, and we have to get it right from the start. So that has to change. Simmons out, Gayle up the order to open.
Raymond, as Adrian talk about Simmons out, I hear some of the fans them saying that a family thing because his uncle is the coach. So
I'm not.
Umaga
I'm
still
not
be that the team.
I don't want to carry it down that or stoop to those level or insinuation. I want to stay a little bit far from, not a little bit, far from that kind of discussion. Although still, it begs to wonder why. I'm not expecting to see him in this game at all. I have some things to work on, and this game won't be it for him to work on it.
I, every time the West Indies play Bangladesh, there's always this thought that West Indies is playing a weak team, Adrian. But we see some of the Bangladesh players, the captain, Mamadullah, you have Shakibul Al Hassan, who is a top class all rounder in the Bangladesh team. But who you think will be the decider for Bangladesh against the West Indies?
Yeah, well, Kurt, interestingly, it's interesting that if we think of Bangladesh as being weak, and I'm looking at the current standings for ICC T20, which have just been updated, and Bangladesh are actually now at number 8, and the West Indies now at number 10. I have to be scrolling and refreshing to see if that's really true. But Bangladesh are ahead, and yes, Shakib Al Hassan is expected to give challenges to the West Indies as a spin bowler. And we know that the West Indies, especially over the last 2 games, have struggled. And as such, that player is expected to shine. And we expect that the West Indies will want to be on top of that from very early in the game and utilize the power play early and not waste those runs. Yeah, we need some points. Points is on my mind, okay?
Yes, I can understand. Points is on everybody's mind. Raymond,
Yeah.
talking about the spin bowler, Al Hassan for Bangladesh, we saw Ralston Chase, and you've been calling for Chase to be in the side. Ralston Chase, the leading run scorer in the recent Caribbean Premier League, still on the bench. And we have some players who haven't scored much in many T20 matches, still being playing in the side over him. Is
Yeah,
his
well,
opportunity now?
yeah, you need to introduce him now. Believe it or not, you have to. He's a good all around. He's a good all rounder, and you can pretty much expect him to bat well and bowl well too. So he's a good all rounder. You need to have him introduced in the side as quick as possible because the next game is going to come thick and fast. And you have to understand that if we win this game, the next game will come quick and fast, and we actually need to get points off of that too. So it's best you get him in the team, winning with him, and so him have a little momentum. And you have to change up things, really. You have to change up things. And he have things to offer. He's a good all-rounder.
In fact, we need to win all our remaining matches to make it through to the semi-finals, Adrian, because top 2 from each group will make it to the semi-final.
Yeah, Kurt. Winning this game is essential. It's a must-win game, and it's either win or you go home. There's no thinking about it or trying to twist around it. You have to win this game. It's either you win it or pack your bags and go home.
I want to hear from some of our analysts. Tigat?
Yes, DTM fans, we see the bottom of the table clash coming up. West Indies versus Bangladesh. Yeah, when we look at both teams played 2 matches and lost. The Bangladesh team played against Sri Lanka. They went in and they make 171 for 4, but the Sri Lanka team comes in and walks it off. Yeah, 172 for 5. Yeah, in 18.5 overs. Then you see Bangladesh playing against England. Bangladesh come in and make 124 for 9. England come walks it off. They 126 for 2. Now we'll check out the West Indies team. Yeah, the 2 matches they lost. The first match they play against England, they make 55 runs. And England come make light work of it, 56 for 4. Then they play South Africa. They put up a much larger total with 143 for 8. But South Africa came in, make very, very light work of it, 144 for 2. Now it's a bottom of the table clash. Yeah, man. Who who is going to come out victor. Right now, we don't know what type of West Indies team is going to turn up. Yeah, we don't know what type of. The Bangladesh team has been consistently making a lot of runs, and yeah, I think they're more favorably to beat the West Indies team. Yeah, the Bang.
So a couple of things from that. We got the history of both teams in the T20 so far. And Raymond, do you want to pull out that calculator for this time around? The Bangladesh team made more against England than the West Indies did.
Yeah, absolute science. I mean, 1 plus 1 is 2. I mean, 55 versus that 124. I mean, it's a big gap. It's a big gap, and it's almost seems like a team that way hungrier. Yeah, but we can't. I mean, we can't discount the possibility of Chris Gayle exploding. I mean, we keep saying that. I die saying that to the tournament and them on them way home is when Maga stops at that.
Another thing from that, Adrian, we don't know which West Indies team will show up, but we have heard that they have included Jason Holder, who should have been in the side from the start, from the reserve into the main team because of an injury to McCoy. This is,
Well,
I don't want to say great news, but what's your thoughts on that?
well, Kurt, this is quite coincidental. Obed McCoy suffering a shin injury that keeps him out. You hope that he recovers from that injury. But the timing can't be any better to hear that Jason Holder, who should have been included in the original squad, has now been pulled from the reserve after clamors from a lot of fans to say he should have been included. He now gets a chance to jump with the squad. And we hope it's not a token call-up, but that he also gets an opportunity to come in this squad. He's the best overall cricketer in terms of all three formats of the game: Test cricket, one day, T20, and he adds a little more than just bowling and batting. He also has fielding. So you want a player like this to come in. Who should he replace? You have a number of people who are there. Just throw them all in a bag, raffle them up. Jason Holder should be in your side, okay? You have a number of people you can pick from. He's there. Somewhere in the middle order, and as well as some of the bowlers that are there. Jason Holder needs to be in the 11 as well.
Let us hear from Ricky.
West Indies and Bangladesh basically have a matchup where it's an all or nothing matchup. They have to win. Both of them have to win. I don't know how that is going to happen, but both of them have to win so that they can get a point to have a favorable place in this table. Separated only by their net run rate, they need to produce something miraculous in this match. And I'm more leaning towards West Indies performing something miraculous because, yeah, I'm biased. But West Indies it's an absolute need. They need to take this one, or it's curtains for their campaign in this World Cup. And we don't want any curtains, right? We want wins. We want victories. So West Indies just need to refocus, recalibrate, come back, and perform like we know they can perform.
Well, one thing from that is West Indies need a miracle. and I can't imagine, we mentioned earlier, Bangladesh, we normally see them as a weak team, but West Indies needing a miracle against Bangladesh, Raymond. This is the new low.
Yeah, it is, but I mean, person shouldn't be surprised in it because you're rank. You're where you are. You think it never mean nothing when you rank that far down. It goes like a roll of dice or something, or bat up and catch business. You're rank there for a reason, but a tournament team. West Indies is a tournament team. And until them lose a game, I can say they have forfeited this year tournament. But right now, they're still in it.
Adrian, one of the miracle that we need to happen is West Indies winning the toss, right? So far, we've noticed majority of the teams that bat second winning the game, and West Indies typically chase better than setting a score.
Well,
You see that as a miracle as well?
well, Kurt, get the prayers out, because the West Indies apparently will need that miracle. But stranger things have happened. If they don't win the toss, it is hoped that Bangladesh will do something similar to what they did with against England, and strangely go into bat first and let the West Indies bat second. Right? In that event, the West Indies would have been handed a miracle. So either way, the West Indies wants to bat second. Otherwise, they need to pull out their calculator and aim for a big score, because not only are they at the foot of the table, but they have a worse net run rate, and as such, they want to put up a big total to be able to actually cover the gap. But the first thing is to win, and to win, I think they just need to get that flip of the coin properly. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know which wind going to blow across, but they need to get it flowing so we actually win the toss, put the Bangladesh into to bat first, and then we can actually see what we're batting and where we're going.
Raymond, who you think will win?
No, I'll be biased like Ricky, but FISA West Indies are going to win. I mean, they have to. And besides, it's a closer ICC ranking too. It could go either way. Truth be told.
Adrian, you share the same view. They don't have a choice but to win.
They have to win, Kurt. I mean, if you can't beat Bangladesh, well, it means that some people not only packing them back to come home, but you have to start call for some people to get sacked. The West Indies has to win this match. Can't be losing against Bangladesh. We have lost 1-2 already. Strike 3, somebody is out. All right, so this is a must win. I think the West Indies should be able to pull it off.
There you have it, Sports DTM fans. Another episode of Sports Down the Middle. West Indies will take on Bangladesh in their third match in the group stage of the Super 12 ICC T20 cricket competition. They are the defending champion, and we expect them to go beyond the group stage and try to defend that title. Fans out there, we would love to hear from you by you leaving your comments in the comment section below. What's your thoughts on this matchup? Who you think are going to win? Leave all those comments in the comment section below. And always remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. And to tell your friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell all of them friends to come and join the Sports DTM family. This has been another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Be blessed.